student, welcome to the second video of class 11 history. And in the last video I told you about the dates, how to read the dates which are given in the book. So I told you that if you see the old books which are published by old publishers, the old books, and especially when we talk about ancient history, you will find AD Anno Domini and BC before Christ, and the 0 point is taken as the birth of Jesus Christ. So from here they start the journey of naming. From here 1st century, 2nd century, 3rd century, and now we are in 21st century. And before the birth of the Christ, it is known as before Christ, and it is in a different manner. But in new books you will find a different dates, like BC has been replaced with BCE, before Common Era, and AD as CE, Common Era. And that birth of Christ is replaced with Common Era. But very confusing. Like if you see, I am giving you an example to understand how to understand from the dates which accident or incidents have happened before what. So to understand the time, I am giving you an example. The birth of Gautam Buddha 563 BC and the death is 400 BC. I am repeating, the birth of Gautam Buddha is 563 BC and death is 400 BC. You see here that 563 BC is larger number than the death 400 BC, and that is the interesting part, interesting and confusing part. Means if you go to CE or BC, means a number which is larger, means here it will start, and as you go to the left side the dates will change. Means 563 has occurred before 400 BC. Getting me? Means 563 BC birth has taken, and 400 BC means it will move towards 0. Okay, so if something has happened and the number is larger, then that incident has occurred before the smaller number. So don't get confused when you study history. It's very confusing and common question. If you go somewhere, these are the tricky questions, like the full form of AD, what is the difference between C, BC, what is the difference between, and they'll ask, like dates are given that it has happened in this is BC, and this which incident has occurred before or after. So don't get confused. But here it is common, like we have in dates. Quit India movement took place in 1942 and independence 1947. So it's obvious 1942 the incident has happened before 1947. Okay, so it is timeline. How to understand the timeline, because timeline is very important in class 11, 12, and if you open the book, the chapter starts from the timeline only. So to understand here, if something has happened before the birth of the Christ, then the timing will be different. Means the date which is have larger number, the larger does it which that has occurred before the smaller number. Now here in the first chapter, actually you have to study the evolution of human beings. From where? From the chimpanzees to this, from where we have come as a human being, how we evolved as a human being. So few terms you should know. What are the terms you should know? Like one term is there, that primates. Who are the primates? Primates are subgroup of larger group of mammals. Okay, chimpanzees, if you know, they are mammals, apes are mammals, monkeys are mammals. So from there, primates you can say that is the beginning of from where the origination of human beings have started. So primates are the subgroup of a larger group of mammals. Who are mammals? Mammals are like monkey, apes and humans. They give birth to child, not the babies, not egg. So they have some features. Their gestation period is longer, they have body hair, they have a constant, they are able to maintain a constant temperature, and also they have mammary glands. They feed their the newly born babies. They because they have mammary glands. So mammals have, primates are the subgroup of a larger group of mammals like monkeys, apes and humans, and they have body hair. Gestation period means that the birth of child, it has a long period because they develop, different organs have been developed, so gestation period is longer in primates. And they have mammary glands because they feed their child, the babies. The ability to maintain the constant temperature, these are the features, and any species which have these features, they are categorized in primates. They are the earliest one. Now moving further, hominids. These are new terms you will study in class 11. Hominids are different from monkeys in different way. First is the first difference. Monkeys have tail, but from here we can see that tail is missing, and hominids does not have tail. The first difference you can categorize from primates to hominids. And then what is there? They have a larger body. If you see, in the next video I'll show you the PPT I'll share with you, and in that I'll show you the pictures. From there you can easily recognize the differentiate between primates, hominids and hominids. So hominids are different from monkeys. They don't have tail, and the body is larger, and since body is larger, so their movement is also different. Okay, and they depend on their beside this, there is a longer period of infant development and dependency among the hominids. Okay, from hominids only hominids have developed, means they were having few features, they are different from here, some developments we saw, and from here only also few developments has happened. That is the story of the first chapter, the development story of human beings, from apes to the monkeys to the wise man to the person who from that 4 limbs to 2 limbs. So that is the first chapter of your book, means the story of human evolvement, human development journey. So hominids, from hominids have evolved, and they have a larger brain. Okay, then but they have a larger brain, and bipedal, they are bipedal. Bipedal means they walk on their foot. Now they use less use of their hands. See, hominids have a heavier body, so they can't walk on their foot only, so they have to take help of their hands also. The hands were longer, and they used to support the movement of they need their limbs, longer limbs, hands for the movement, but they have bipedal and upright posture. Now body has also, the body weight has reduced, so upright posture. Now the body was not that heavy, so they can stand upright and walk, and that's why they were bipedal. Bipedal means, bi means 2, pedal means foot, so 2 foots were used for walking, hands were used for other things. Now see, they are bipedal, so their hands were free to do other things, so they started making tools. They started making tools and use that tools for different things. Like from tools only, they from stone, on stone they started making tools. They started using tools as knife, and so they were using the food they have gathered or they have scavenged. That food were properly used and distributed. In the next video, I'll tell you about the difference between primates, hominids and hominids, and a flow chart which will tell you about the journey of human development. Thank you.